if Zarya could do what you can do, or Hog could fly up the high ground, you better believe that they do it, you know? So it's always thinking about, like, what can this hero allow me to do? Like, so many people get so obsessed with, like, matrixing my core on main, but, like, there's actually so much utility about that mobility, and you really want to be leveraging as much as you can. Like, even right now, I think this is fine, but what should you, if we tie back to the first thing we talked about with your diva, what's the number one thing you need to be aware of right now?
Where's my team?
Where's your team? And then the number two thing is what?
Where's the enemy team?
Yeah. Okay. And what do you need to be aware of in this particular spot in the map? This is going to be the difference between you improving at diva or you staying the same. What do you need to be aware of?
I don't know. People flanking through like
left
side or top.
Yes. Yes. That's it right there. That's it right there. That is your job. If that Hanzo is missing, or you don't hear him shooting from main, red like alarm bells need to be going off in your head.
Right.
I'm like shooting. I'm checking. You don't have to stay up here necessarily. Maybe you're like, I'm scared I'm gonna get spammed out or something. But you better be aware. And if there's anybody flanking behind, you better be the first person to know and the first person to react to it. You see what I'm saying? That is what your hero does. And if you get stuck, like right there, this is so crucial. Like this is Overwatch 2 right here. This becomes even more important in Overwatch 2. Okay, so like let's say your Ryan is on the corner here, and you're like contesting high ground here. Maybe you're controlling the choke here. If you see the Hog far flanking, what's the mindset there? Because it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know.
So this is the thing is I don't think that I can in good conscience give you a hard rule, because it's going to depend on the circumstance. What you need to be aware of is that, yes, the flanks are your job, but also if you leaving this flank and chasing down a Hog where maybe your backline like is aware that he's there, right?
Right.
If that means that a Widowmaker that you know is on this flank over here is able to walk forward and take a free sightline, maybe it's more important that you stay here.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you know there's a Hanzo peeking out this door here, and you're like, I have to sit here because the Hanzo's going to kill my team, and you just have to give your Hog the chance to hit the hook. I'm not sure. It's going to depend. It's really going to depend on the circumstance. The key thing for you, though, is to be able to do two things at the same time. Number one is to be able to develop your decision making in these kind of fights, right? Like to be able to decide which one is more important. Because you might go, okay, I'm going to sit on the Hanzo, but oh shoot, that Hog is actually like on top of us, and I just let him hook and kill our team. That's it. I need to learn from that, right? But the other thing is you're never going to be able to make good decisions if you're never aware that the decision was needing to be made. If you don't know the Hog is on the flank, then you're never going to be able to make that decision. If you don't know the Hanzo's here, or if you don't know if the Widow is there, you're never going to be able to make the decision in the first place. Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I'm so adamant that that's what you need to keep focus on, even though you seem to be doing an okay job of it, because that's how you're going to learn. If you're not even aware the Hog's in the flank, then how are you going to decide which one's more important?
Yeah.
So that's the more important, crucial thing for you. For you right here, your Ryan needed a little bit of help, maybe, but the Hog is on top of your back. That's the priority. If you don't know that Hog is there, your BAP is dead, and you never get the chance to learn from the situation. So yes, flanks, high ground, always your responsibility, but it's going to be up to you to decide which one is more important in which circumstance. I said here, like if I say it one more time, what does your mindset need to be right now?
Scout what they have,
exactly,
what they're playing, and like how can I pressure them?
Right, all the information, because it's the same thing as we talk about in your second defense. I trust that you will make a good decision, or if you make a bad decision, you'll learn from it next time. But I don't trust you to make that decision if you don't have all the information. Nobody can, right? So like right now, you don't have any idea where the Widow is, where the D.Va is. Now that's not going to fix either of these things. To be clear, they're both dead either way. But in the future, it might. So right now,
right.
Build the skill set even if it doesn't win the game. All right. So this is where, again, like the awareness comes into play right now. So for you, why do you not take high ground?
I don't know. Maybe I see the Hog anti.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes for me and just listen. Did you hear the Widow shot? Let's put it that way.
No, not really.
Listen again.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
No, I did.
That's on your
Yeah.
left, so you can open your eyes now.
Right.
She's actually dropped. She's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So now all of a sudden, if you go high ground, I'm not saying this would be bad, but there's not a necessity for it right now, right?
Okay.
And that changes completely how you position now.
Right.
Because I think in general, like there aren't a lot of good angles for you to pressure. It's more about like denying the enemy team on this point, right? So this is what I'm talking about, like where that awareness is really crucial, where like that has to be your number one priority right now. I know you're a little worried about your line, but your number one priority is I need to make sure, be aware of exactly where that Widow is, right? Where that Cassidy is. And I don't think you're aware of that right now. I don't think if you knew, if you thought that she was up here, you should already have been on her, to be honest with you. But you're not. You're staying main, which right now is the right play, but it's the right play by accident. Because right, you didn't actually know that she was on the floor. And then now, I would consider boosting forward to here, right? Or what? What are your other options? There's a couple other options actually.
Taking left side.
Yeah.
I see the hog right now.
Check the left side. Mark. Just sit right here. Just if he's here.
Yeah.
What are the other options here?
Maybe going like more aggressive behind them.
Yeah, you could fly up top, right? Stage this for pressure on backline if they try and touch point, or stage for on backline, right?
Yeah.
Lots of options. Uh-oh. You see it?
Yeah, hog killed behind.
Yeah, hog killed your Genji. That's on you. That is your responsibility. Especially with that Widow dead, now it's like it becomes like a hierarchy of needs. Who's the scarier target, and who's the more scary position, right? Like even if that Widow was alive, if that Widow's like sitting like right here, there's not a lot you can do, right? If your team dies to the Widow standing right there, okay, you guys suck, GG's. But if there's a hog flanking on your backline, that's your job, right? What is your backline gonna do about this? They hit the sleep or they die. Like they're just right. So that's your fault. That's your job. Overwatch 2 or not, that's your job.